English 1A, Reading and Composition. Today's lecture is on documenting sources, MLA style. In English and other humanity classes, you may be asked to use the MLA, Modern Language Association system for documenting sources. MLA recommends in-text citations that refer readers to a list of works cited. A typical in-text citation names the author of the source, often in a signal phrase, and gives a page number in parentheses. At the end of the paper, a list of works cited provides publication information about the source. The list is alphabetized by author's last name or by titles for works without authors. There is a direct connection between the in-text citation and the alphabetized listing. Please note the in-text citation, and below it is how the entry would look on the list of works cited. MLA in-text citations are made with a combination of signal phrases and parenthetical references. A signal phrase introduces information taken from a source, a quotation, summary, paraphrase, or fact. Usually the signal phrase includes the author name. The parenthetical reference comes after the cited material, often at the end of the sentence. It includes at least a page number, except for unpaginated sources, such as those found online. On the far left is an example of in-text citation. Readers can look up the author's last name in the alphabetized list of works cited, where they will learn the work's title and other publication information. If readers decide to consult the source, the page number will take them straight to the passage that has been cited. Basic rules for print and online sources. The MLA system of in-text citations, which depends heavily on authors' names and page numbers, was created with print sources in mind. Although many online sources have unclear authorship and lack page numbers, the basic rules are the same for both print and online sources. Items 1 through 5 show how the MLA system usually works and explain what to do if your source has no author or page numbers. Number 1. Author named in a signal phrase. Ordinarily, introduce the material being cited with a signal phrase that includes the author's name. In addition to preparing readers for the source, the signal phrase allows you to keep the parenthetical citation brief. In the example to the right above, the signal phrase Frederick Lane reports names the author. The parenthetical citation gives the page number of the book in which the quoted words may be found. Notice that the period follows the parenthetical citation. When a quotation ends with a question mark or an exclamation point, leave the end punctuation inside the quotation mark and add a period at the end of your sentence. Please note the following example. Number 2. Author named in parentheses. If a signal phrase does not name the author, put the author's last name in parentheses along with the page number. Use no punctuation between the name and the page number. Please note the following example. Three. Author unknown. Either use the complete title in a signal phrase or use a short form of the title in parentheses. Titles of books are italicized. Titles of articles are put in quotation marks. Please see the following example on the right. Tip: before assuming that a web source has no author, do some detective work. Often the author's name is available but is not easy to find. For example, it may appear at the end of the page in tiny print, or it may appear on another page of the site, such as the home page. Note: if a source has no author and is sponsored by a corporation or government agency, name the corporation or agency as the author. Number 4, page number unknown. Do not include the page number if a work lacks page numbers, as is the case with many web sources. Even if a printout from a website shows page numbers, treat the source as unpaginated in the in-text citation, because not all printouts give the same page numbers. When the pages of a web source are stable, as in PDF files, supply a page number in your in-text citation. If a source has numbered paragraphs or sections, use PAR period or PARS or SEC period or SECS period in the parentheses. Notice that a comma follows the author's name. Number 5, one-page source. If the source is one page long, MLA allows but does not require you to omit the page number. Even so, it's a good idea to supply the page number, because without it, readers may not know where your citation ends, or worse, may not realize that you have provided a citation at all. Here's an example for no page numbers in a citation and page numbers in a citation. Please note the arrow that points to the page number in the second example. Variations on the basic rules. This section describes the MLA guidelines for handling a variety of situations not covered by the basic rules in items 1 through 5. These rules for in-text citations are the same for both print and online sources. Number 6, 2 or 3 authors. Name the authors in the signal phrase, as in the following example, or include their last names in the parenthetical references. When 3 authors are named in the parentheses, separate the names with commas. Please see the example. Number 7, 4 or more authors. Name all of the authors or include only the first author's name followed by et al., Latin for and others. The format you use should match the format in your works cited entry. Number 8, organization as author. When the author is a corporation or an organization, name that author either in a signal phrase or in the parentheses. In the above example to the right, in the list of works cited, the American Management Association is treated as the author and alphabetized under A. When you give the organization's name in parentheses, abbreviate common words in the name. ASSN for association, DEP for department, NATL for national, and SOC for social, and so on. Number 9, authors with the same last name. If your list of works cited includes works by 2 or more authors with the same last name, Include the author's first name in the signal phrase or first initial in the parenthesis. See the example to the right. Number 10. 2 or more works by the same author. Mention the title of the work in the signal phrase or include a short version of the title in the parenthesis. Please see the example to the right. Titles of articles and other short works are placed in quotation marks. Titles of books are italicized. In a rare case, when both the author's name and the short title must be given in parentheses, separate them with a comma. Please notice the example below. Number 11. 2 or more works in one citation. To cite more than one source in the parentheses, give the citation in alphabetical order and separate them with a semicolon. Please see the example above. Multiple citations can be distracting, so you should not overuse the technique. If you want to point to several sources that discuss a particular topic, consider using an informational note instead. When you synthesize sources, you show readers how the ideas of one source relates to those of another by connecting and analyzing the ideas in the context of your argument. Keep the emphasis on your own writing. After all, you've done the research and thought through the issues, so you should control the conversation. The thread of your argument should be easy to identify and to understand with or without your sources. Repeated citations from the same source. Number 12. When your paper is about a single work of fiction or nonfiction, such as an essay, you do not need to include the author's name each time you quote from or paraphrase the work. After you mention the author's name at the beginning of your paper, you may include just the page numbers in your parenthetical citations. Please see the example to the right where the arrows point to the page numbers. In a paper with multiple sources, if you are citing a source more than once in a paragraph, you may omit the author's name after the first mention in the paragraph, as long as it is clear that you are still referring to the same source. Number 13, encyclopedia or dictionary entry. Unless an entry is an encyclopedia or a dictionary has an author, the source will be alphabetized in the list of works cited under the word or entry that you consult. Either in your text or in your parenthetical citation, mention the word or entry. No page number is required since readers can easily look up the word or entry. Number 14, multi-volume work. If your paper cites more than one volume of a multi-volume work, indicate in the parentheses the volume you are referring to, followed by a colon and the page number. Please note the example above to the right. If you cite only one volume of the multi-volume work throughout your paper, you will include the volume number in the list of works cited and will not need to include it in the parentheses. This concludes Part 1 of Documenting Sources, MLA style.